Oh man, that's
Coming
very
in.
creative. Justin, man.
Oh god. Oh man. That hurts.
Good morning. So today, a common problem with these Silverados is the AC compressor goes out or the AC tensioner pulley gives up, and the AC tensioner pulley has given out on this truck, so they cut the belt. Instead of just repairing a $24 part, they cut the belt and decided to drive without AC over a $24 part. So today we're going to install that $24 part, and I also have a new belt here. So I have the new AC belt. I'm going to show you guys how to install all this. I already took the old one off, but I'll show you where I pulled all this from. I'll also show you what you need as far as tools go. Here's the old one. You can see that it's all cockeyed. It's not straight, and you can hear the bearing inside has broke. So this froze while driving. That's what happened. This froze up, and then belt probably started screeching really bad, and they didn't know what to do, so they just cut the belt and never dealt with it again. So I have the AC belt. It's a 37.8K4 down there, 37.8K4. This is for the 5.3. And I believe this will also work for the 4.8. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Somebody pull the truck in here. I got to move my bike real fast out of the way. Once we get the bike over there, we'll pull the truck in, then I'll pop it underneath there. We'll turn the flashlight on. I'll show you what's going on. Some of you may have the shield, some of you might not. Mine still had the shield, so I had to remove the shield to access the AC tensioner pulley, and we'll go from there. Alright, you guys can see I've got my new part. The other one's screwed, this one needs replaced. We're going to come up underneath here. I'm going to offset this a little bit so you can see where the screws go. You see those two holes down there near the bottom? I'm not putting the light directly on it because it'll bleach it out real bad and you won't see it on cam. So if I move over just a little bit, then you can see the screw holes. So there you go, that's where we're going to be putting it. I'm going to try to find a good place to put the camera so you guys can see what we're doing here. That is the AC compressor right there. And this is going to be, let me just say, this is going to be a boatload of fun. First we have to remove the main serpentine belt here, right there. Then we have to put the the new belt over the top of it, and then the tensioner pulley. This is just going to be a boatload of fun, let me tell you. Alright, so I got my thermostat out here. I want to show you the outside temperature right now. Currently 93 degrees, and that's on the ground, so 93.8. I do live in Florida. The sun isn't even out, so it's 93 with the sun not really out. So let me show you what I got going on under here. It is running right now, as you can hear. Oh, I got the belt on there, and got the pulley working. There you go. As you can see, the AC compressor is engaged. If you'll notice, I have water dripping off of things. That means my condenser is working how it should. That's a lot of water. Yes, sir. Alright, so I had to refill the entire system. There's the new tensioner pulley doing its job up there with the new belt. The AC compressor is working. Let's go see what the internal temperature is on the truck. It hasn't been running very long since I refilled it, and my climate controls, I'm still waiting on new switches for the climate controls, but I went ahead and did a couple things here just to ensure, because it was out of R134A. For now, I put some UV dye detector in there. I also did stop leak, and then I filled it with an entire can of this until it read that it was completely full. So now we've got stop leak temporarily, and we've got UV dye on there. And so if I have to later, if I detect any leaks or the AC system is out of pressure tomorrow, then I'll go through the lines with my black light and figure out what's going on. But let's take my temperature thing here, get inside the truck. Oh yeah, I've got the dash pulled apart right now so I can look and think, oh, it feels good in here. Feels good in here. All right, so now we're inside the truck. I've got the AC on. It's still working rather well, but I can't mess with any of these controls. So all I'm able to do is put it on. Right now it's on defrost. I can't get it off of defrost. I also don't know if the heat is working or not, if it's still got heat on or if it's cold. And then I can only do 5. All these controls have failed at this point. So unfortunately, this whole panel needs to be replaced before I can actually get really good AC working in here. I think this is not working good. But if you wanted to see, I don't have much air coming out of here, but there you go. 74 degrees inside there. So yeah, it's keeping the truck comfortable. I can feel all the cold air coming out here. I wish it was coming out here. If it was on my face, it'd be a lot better, and I think it would distribute air better, but it is what it is. AC is working again. That's the positive in all this. The AC is working again, so yay. Now that we have air conditioning, the next thing is to fix the rear brakes. Have a look at those, because they're grinding pretty bad. I noticed some strange wear patterns on there, so I'm going to leave the dash torn apart. I know I have air conditioning now, which is a plus. We're going to leave the dash torn apart until the weather climate control comes in. And this rotor seems to be working fine. However, this one over here is not. This one has a weird... See how it's only rubbing on one spot? The whole brake pad is not being used, but to me it looks like there's no brakes left. So that's what it appears to me, is that there's 0 brakes left. So no brake pads on that side, and let's see if we can have a look at how much brakes are on this side. No, I might need to get a flashlight. It looks like these brakes are pads are pretty shot too, so I'm gonna order a set of rear pads for this thing. And I don't know how good the fronts are. They're stopping, but oh, the front ones got replaced not too long ago. I can see they got new ones, so they just never did the rears. That's weird. So I'll order a set of rear brake pads for this before the rotors get all chewed up, and then we should be good to go. That should solve that problem. So all right, well, making headway here. We're getting there. Slowly getting there.
Are you sure this is okay? You're in country, dude. Live a little. Now, she's pretty sensitive, so go easy on the throttle, okay? All right.